So winter is officially here, and as you can tell, I'm just pretty much naked face today, just a little foundation on, but I wanted to show you guys in the winter when your skin gets dry, how to make it very fresh and dewy. There's several tips that I can give you guys today on how to accomplish that. First off, you want to choose the correct foundation, and I have a few samples for you guys to see. For me personally, I have combination skin where I'm oily in here, dry around the rest of my face, so it's very tricky to find a good foundation. It doesn't make me look oily, but it also doesn't make me look very matte and very dry looking. So you want to pick something that's in between a satin finish formula. The one I'm wearing today is the Burberry one. The reason I wear this is because it's the only one that hasn't been breaking me out lately. It doesn't have talc or octinoxate. More on that later. But I use the Burberry foundation. It's a nice satiny finish, not too shiny, not too flat. Another great one is the Makeup Forever HD. This one is gives a beautiful finish to the skin. I personally can't wear this anymore just because it breaks me out a bit, but most people are fine with this one. If you have dry skin all over, the best ones to get are the more dewy finishes. Two great foundations for that are the Nars Sheer Glow or the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. So there's a high-end and a low-end one for you guys. So I already applied my foundation. Now, with your powder, if you do have oily skin or combination skin, you want to use the least amount of powder as possible. If you have dry skin, don't use powder at all because it'll just make it cake up, make you look even drier. So that's another tip. But what I do is I take my pressed powder and a flat sponge, I pick up some of the product, and what I do is I just put it right here in the T-zone. I don't put it all over my face. I just put it where I'm going to get oily. That's going to help you look less dry, a little bit more dewy. Now, as you guys can see, my foundation right now is very matte, very kind of dry looking because I used a satin finish, put a little bit of powder on. So now you have to think, okay, how do I get dewy looking from here? The reason I don't apply a dewy foundation all over my face, I have pores right in here. If you use something that's very shiny, very dewy looking all over your face, if you have pores, it emphasizes them and brings them out. So I have to add dewiness back into my face, mostly on the cheeks, near the inner tear duct, a little bit on the chin, just to add some dewiness but not bring out my problem areas. So you want to find two products. You want a cream blush and a creamy cheek highlighter. Those two combination, amazing look to the skin. For cream blushes, my favorite drugstore one is the NYX cream blushes. They come in several different colors. They're beautiful finish to the skin. This one's the color Rose Petal. Beautiful kind of pinky color. And then for high-end or department store ones, I really like the Stila Convertible ones. This is the color Lilium. Isn't that a pretty color too? I really like that one a lot. Another one of my favorites are the Illamasqua ones. Let me see if I could find one for you guys. Yeah, this one's really pretty. This is, sorry, it looks kind of janky. It's a little dirty. This is the color Rouge. Illamasqua makes some beautiful cream blushes as well. So those are my favorites. So what you're going to do is I'm going to take the Stila one and clean fingers. Best way to apply it is with your fingers. Take the two middle fingers, dip it into the cream blush, and you're going to smile and apply this right to the apples of the cheeks. Now, as you can tell, this color's a little bit bright on me. What I'm going to do is start blending it out, just like that. And if you feel that it's too bright, you can take your sponge or your beauty blender and start patting it out to kind of blend it into the skin. And because it's a cream blush, it's going to add a little bit of shine, as you can see. But do you know how, you notice how I can control it and I want the shine just on the cheeks? I don't want it in here where my pores are. So that's why I like using the cream blush. So let's do the other side. So once you have your cream blush on, now you can do a cheek highlighter, and this is going to add even more dewiness. My favorite one right now is the Burberry one, and it's called Fresh Glow. And I think this is a sort of new product. It's really, really beautiful. Very pricey though, so I'm not going to say, hey, run out and buy this one. Let me show you what it looks like. It's this liquid form, and when you spread it out, it's not like glittery, because you know how a lot of highlighters can have chunks of glitter in it. You don't want that. You want something that gives a glow. Do you see my hand, how it's kind of glowing? Beautiful finish. The only drugstore one I found that works is the Sally Hansen natural highlighter. It's a dual one like this. There's gold for darker skin, and then there's a creamy champagne color for fair skin. This one is, you can tell I've used it a lot, it's kind of jacked up. This one's a creamy type formula. You're going to apply it just like you would a cream blush. Dip your fingers in, and then you just spread it out, and that gives a nice touch to the skin. Let me show you how to use the Burberry one. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and take a small flat brush. This is a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, really nice brush. Anything that's flat, or honestly, you can even use a soft dome brush too. You just want something that's a little bit smaller because you want to go just on the tops of the cheekbones right there. Okay, so I'm going to take the flat brush, and what I'm going to do is just dab this right on the cheekbone. And hopefully it's picking it up on camera. I'm going to come up on the sides of my temple just a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit here on the center of my forehead, and then also on my chin. And what that's going to do is highlight my face, give a dewy effect, but it's not going to emphasize my blemishes because I have some over here, some problem spots, and then I have pores, so it's just going to highlight my face without, you know, making me look shiny all over. So that is it to getting your fresh, dewy skin. Pick the right foundation, use a cream blush, and use a creamy or liquid type glowy highlighter to the cheeks, and it'll automatically give you a nice, fresh, dewy look. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I will list out all the products I used on the link below, so check that out. I'll give you prices, where to buy, all of that great stuff, and some other tips for you, so click on that. But I really hope you guys are having a great winter. Stay warm out there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.